Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you have to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, 895 Tuesday. We've been talking professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg. That's on the Twitter. Hey, newsman, sit down.
I don't know how this works.
Hey, we got a hell of a show coming up. Here is the first week of Mayhem Mania.
Yeah! Hell yeah.
First of all, we have from the Riz Cave, the Riz.
It feels so lonely over here. There's usually like 2 or 3 other people.
Oh,
on
wait,
this
what
show.
you got behind you over there?
Oh, this
What
thing
is
right
that
over there.
thing?
Matt, did you see that over there? Did
I
you
see it.
That,
Oh,
what
no.
Hulk is doing over there? Yeah.
The official championship coronation ceremony was held
It
this past
did. It
weekend.
did.
did.
And you
It
know
did
what?
take
And you know
place
what?
at-
We're going to take that video. We're going to play it during the break here before we go into Mayhem Mania, so you guys can see here. It.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We might put it on the podcast version. I don't know, but it's over on the Facebook group if you want to see.
So pretty much, I did beat Matt in a fantasy football league championship game. Of course, you know, it's
Hell
just
yeah.
17 weeks of nonstop action.
It was light on the trash talk this week or this year. I felt
It was.
you guys are letting me
and
down.
I think most people were trying to make sure Matt didn't win.
There was a lot of fear. People were afraid,
Yeah.
Sorg.
And that's right. We
I-
do
I
have
can-
Matt
I
Carlson.
can-
Whoa,
yeah.
whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa.
How did you do that?
How'd
Matt,
I do that?
Matt
saw
Carlos,
you-
what's on your
I
face?
saw
Well-
you Saturday.
I was gonna, I say Riz saw you Saturday at the taping, and it was like, what the hell is going on here?
Uh-huh.
Also, stop
Yeah.
kicking the bottom of your.
I'm just
thing.
trying to get lined
Also,
up here.
hear
I'm sorry.
everything
Also,
happening
audio
on the floor.
listeners, he
Gotta
is
make sure
sporting
everyone sees
a
the shirt.
giant mustache.
He's got a critter on his lip.
Sorg, I'll tell you what's going on here.
What's going on here?
It's a mustache business now. Everybody knows that.
It's not even November.
All right. Roddy Strong's got a mustache, right? Young Buck's got a mustache. Hangman Page out here looking like Magnum TA now.
Yeah, he is.
Why
He's
don't
got
I
a
join the
face.
party? I'm sitting there watching Dynamite last Wednesday, cuddling with the wife in bed, watching, the fellas beat each other up, as we do, as all, loving couples do on a Wednesday night. And I'm like, you know what? Everyone on this show has a mustache now.
Oh no.
I got a full beard, honey. I could just sport this mustache. I've never done a mustache before. I should do a mustache. And she's like, fine if you really want to do it. I'm like, are you sure? You really want me to get a mustache? Yeah, go ahead. You can shave down a mustache. So of course I wait until today when she's at work to shave off my beard. So everything else is gone. Everything else on my face was like this until this morning, and then I got rid of it all, and I left the mustache. And then she FaceTimes me, and she sees me, and she's like, "Oh my God, what have you done?" And I'm like, "I'm wearing a mustache. I told you. You said it was okay. I didn't think you were actually gonna do it." Well,
Here
now
we are.
don't worry, honey.
Here we
the beard
are.
will grow back in 2 days.
Oh, I am
So-
definitely. But I was
I'm a proficient facial hair grower, and it'll be back, and everything will be back to normal. But until then,
Oh shit.
There goes the copyright strike.
There you go. Yep. We're
Yeah,
gonna get
it's
that
over.
one. That's okay. They got cover songs now. So, and you're hearing the other voices back. They've been here before, but not together and not with the hardware. It's Brandon St. James. It's KC Warr. It is the 880 Tag Team Champions, the Fourth Line.
Let's fucking go.
Welcome back, guys.
Good to be back.
Down already deep in the White Claws. This is going to be a fun show. And you are here for the first edition of Mayhem Mania.
Let's go.
And I don't think you know what you're getting into.
No
You
idea.
know.
Yeah. No.
I was
Perfect.
Slightly briefed.
Slightly brief.
How brief was your briefing?
10, 15 seconds.
Perfect.
Yeah. I was like, because I'm like, oh, I should tell you guys what you're coming in for. By the way, this is happening.
think
And it's
I-
something like this. Don't worry, they'll walk you through.
I think I asked one question, and Missy gave me one answer, and you gave me the complete opposite.
You know why? Because they don't know the rules.
Yeah.
Only I know the rules. I'm the
shit.
only
All right.
one.
So
You
that's-
want to know
Because
the
they
rules?
change
You ask
every
me. I'll
week.
tell you right before we do it.
That's why you're here.
I'll tell you when you need to know the rules.
Oh,
Sick.
boy.
I'll let you know.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
boy.
Mustache
Well,
rules.
Mustache
the
rules.
mustache rules.
Yeah, we
Welcome-
were going by unified mustache rules this year for Mayhem Mania. So we're
Okay,
just letting
okay,
you know.
okay. The standard mustache unification rules. Okay.
Yes.
I got you. I think. All right, we'll figure how that. By the way, you're never gonna see this.
Sorg.
You're never gonna see
Sorg.
This.
Sorg.
No.
You
Do it.
should shave
No.
your
No.
goatee
No.
down to
No.
and we could be mustache buddies.
It's a trap.
Riz, you should get rid of the rest of your beard, and then you and
Actually,
I,
I want to see that.
You know,
Could be
I think,
mustache buddies.
I
It's
think
actually
he
not
could.
that bad.
Good handlebar goat going
got
on
a
over
nice,
there. Like I
nice
think he'd
full
be all
beard.
right. Yeah,
that will come
yeah.
right back if you don't like the results.
It comes back. Like I'm with you, Matt. It comes back in 2 days.
Yeah, it's all the way back.
It just pops.
I'm sure if Brandon tried it, it'd come back in 2 days too.
I haven't shaved any part of my beard off in.
I thought you were gonna say body.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's what I thought. I was
Nah,
like,
pretty much. But my beard has been over 10 years. It's been since high school.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it looks very well kept.
Thank you.
It looks
Appreciate
very
you.
nice. Very
Thank you.
nice. Like I
I was
I have
upset.
trouble with this.
I was at work today. I was like, oh, I should trim my beard before I go on this podcast, and then I took a shower and completely forgot. So
That's
oh well.
me. I'm like, shit, I didn't shave. I have a
Dude,
meeting
I-
today.
yeah,
Oh, I'm on a podcast. Oh, shit. So, anyways, this is a Wrestling Mayhem show, and we like to talk about some wrestling, but it's been Beard Day, apparently. So that's where we're at right now. If you made it this far, well, congratulations. So you're in the right place. So, first of all, there is some news coming out of, like, everywhere. WWE had a big news day. Of course, like I said, they had drops for WWE 2K yesterday. The albums with Cody, and then the deluxe is going to be Bianca and Rhea Ripley. With 40, I think the the super deluxe version is going to be the 40 years of WrestleMania edition, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll get to that. But the biggest news today, which is the biggest news today? Because there's two big items of the news today. Like I think the last discussion is going to be The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, who apparently I was just informed before the show. I think Dave Bonner was just telling me The Rock has his trademark because he's been borrowing it from the WWE this entire time, right? Permissible use and all that. But I guess a part of that is because he's now part of the board of directors for TKO. So Business Rock was on CNBC this morning. I got to see a clip of.
You know it was Business Rock because he was wearing his glasses.
He was wearing his glasses. So first of all,
I haven't seen this, but I just picture him like in a turtleneck, looking like doing like a Steve Jobs thing.
I would love if that's what he was doing.
But with
Yes.
the gold chain and fanny pack.
Yeah, shit.
It's more like you ever see? Oh, what's the show he did where he was the sports agent or
Billions?
something? Ballers.
Ballers,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I was thinking Billions too. But like that's somebody
Yeah,
else.
that's
That's
not it.
somebody
That's
else.
the-
But
yeah.
yeah, I felt very Ballers actually. So.
Like the shirt is just painted on. You have the chain and everything,
I've just seen-
and
and
the glasses.
It was literally the first video when I pulled up YouTube to go watch like the BTE for this week, and I'm like, well, let's see what The Rock had to say on CNBC. I guess. What the fuck? It was very surreal, right? And I'm hearing, seeing reports about they had an all hands or something, and I'm sure there'll be stuff out there that sounds very, very interesting. So, the other big news that I think is more directly going to be affecting of wrestling fans is it has been announced. Of course, a background. We do know that I think this next fall, the CW is going to get NXT moving away from USA. USA will get, I feel like this is a draft. USA will be getting SmackDown coming off of Fox. And Monday Night Raw was the big mystery. That will now be going to Netflix in 2025. They will be live 52 weeks. They've been talking about this. and I did a little bit of breakdown. I subscribed to some newsletters about streaming business and everything, and it was some more breakdowns, and so it will be the exclusive home for Raw in, I think they said, the U.S., Canada, the U.K., and Latin America. And then everywhere outside of the U.S., they will also be carrying the PLEs, your WrestleManias, your Rumbles, and your Royal Rumbles, and everything else. And it says shows and specials. From what I can tell, if you guys aren't aware, because we're all in America and we'd say fuck everybody else, Peacock is only in the U.S. I'm reminded every time I leave my VPN on. That is an American product. Only the Americas don't have WWE Network right now that did before, that to my awareness. The Netflix deal appears to be siphoning off the WWE Network content for everybody else. Now, this could be good news. If you don't have a cable subscription, like to watch Raw, you got a handy, very good ExpressVPN out there, not a sponsor. And, you could very easily potentially watch your Monday Night Raws there and actually everything else, because they are going to be the providers for SmackDown and NXT internationally. So that's the landscape. $5 billion over 10 years. By comparison, the Peacock deal was $1 billion, I believe, for 5 years.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
This is for, and I think this is all inclusive Raw plus the rights to all the PLEs for
all the international rights and everything too.
Now there's the first question. Great, does that mean Raw doesn't have commercials? Please keep in mind that Netflix has a lower tier with commercials now.
Oh, shit.
Basically, we're in the same boat as we were with Peacock, where we're like, yeah, we'll be commercial free, but
I mean, the question is it like when you're in the UK and you pay for AEW Plus, are you just going to get the in-between stuff or different content, a graphic on screen? Are you going to just be sent the commercials? Or is it like Peacock where they have space on the pay-per-views for commercials, right? And you just get promos or something.
I swear I saw someone reporting today that they will have an option where commercial free, you'll just stay
you get the picture-in-picture through
you get
and
to
everything.
watch them fart around during the commercial.
You
which
get
we
to
never
see the
get
DX
to see.
cam and the John Cena "You Can't See Me"
Oh
cam
my God!
and the signs.
The ring announcers vamping for the live crowd. Oh God!
Was that from WWE 24/7?
What?
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that too. When we talk about when they are you talking about the 24/7 cable on demand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Around WrestleMania 20 time, they were advertising that all the time.
But also remember they had a thing where you would cut away, pull up the WWE app, and watch the match. During the commercial, or
shit.
watch
Or
promos.
they would have
they have a batch of
extra
promos
content,
during commercial that were live.
Interesting.
Or
That's
something
when
like that.
definitely when I was not watching WWE.
Yeah,
all.
and then
Interesting.
versus AEW, if you watch AEW through say Fight Internationally,
International Jones over here.
Yeah, International Jones. Just I take a swim across every week and go watch it. You get the picture-in-picture is just they're still doing commentary, and if there's in between sometimes the Tony Storm stuff was apparently picture-in-picture when they did some of those bits, those pre-tape bits, early on. But I remember seeing it and the music was really inconsistent. I'm just like, what the hell's going on now? They're giving her a lot of time, and I didn't know until later it was picture-in-picture for everybody else. Or when they're sitting there doing the Sammy Guevara sign thing, commentaries reading the signs along. I'm like, why are we reading this? Why didn't you just say this? He's like, because we're picture-in-picture everywhere else. Taz, picture-in-picture Jones over here.
They're just unhinged on international commentary.
Oh, it's amazing.
You can
it's
always
amazing.
tell,
Shooting the shit.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
They're always digging on Tony Schiavone. It's or Kevin Kelly since he's the new guy, or Nigel. So and they also do it kind of on air too. But and I hope that happens on the WWE product because I mean it has.
But I
been more
can't
fun.
see it happening.
No, I can't imagine anyone loosening up on commentary on WWE television.
No, that has
saying.
not been happening lately.
No,
Has it? I don't know.
How about you hearing that they bounced Kevin Patrick?
I heard about that too.
Old Irish bot on his way out.
Yeah. So maybe man,
That's okay. Jace Carr got bounced out of commentary this past week. Thursday Night Fight, so it's going around. It's going around.
Yeah. You know,
They might want to give Jace a shot. I mean, it can't be any worse.
No,
no.
Jace
Riz
off.
heard it.
Surprise.
I only heard about it.
Riz's face. I just saw it for a second. That was good.
Riz was on audio, and I was just on video, and he was like, "You need to hear this commentary." I was like, "Oh, is this funny?" I was like, "No." Listen, when somebody asks me if I can swear on air, I'm like, "Oh, you can swear a little bit, just don't offend any populations." Apparently.
Didn't take long.
Yeah, it didn't take long.
Yeah,
no.
so I mean, you know what? Hey, we're there to learn on Thursday nights,
hey, I
and
will
some
say-
of us learned a lesson. Okay.
In his defense, he did say at the beginning, "I'm not good at doing commentary." So, like, can we?
So he hit
like,
the standard. He
yeah,
hit the standard. Okay,
exactly.
okay.
That's.
I just remember they did the and on the commentary is, and I'm like, I don't remember seeing them up there. You know, I just.
Yeah, we shuffled people around a little bit.
So, hey, you know what? Like I said,
It's practice. It's
we
it's
learned
fine.
a
We're good.
lesson. It's on the thing. Nobody's paying for it.
It's
you know,
free.
it's fine. You know, did we get canceled? No, not yet. That I'm aware
Yet.
of. You know, like maybe something
Yeah.
somewhere.
So let me ask you this, Sorg.
Yeah,
You
let's
remember when they first started the WWE Network? When they first launched it. And one of the
999,
talking
baby.
points when they
999.
first launched it, and I even asked this question to someone important once who smelled like lilacs and power.
Oh.
And I asked her, I was like, are they ever going to put like Raw or SmackDown like only on the network? And they were always kind of like, well, I guess, you know, for making no money, you know, off our, you know, TV. Obviously, they would make a lot of money.
That's
so
a problem.
This has
That-
kind of like
yeah.
been on the horizon.
Well, also they've kind of moved
For a
off of
while.
WWE Network was an experiment. They showed value, and now like there was a statement I think from I almost said Tony Khan, the other Khan, Nick Khan, saying that hey, we were doing in-house stuff and we're doing our own specialized content, but it's better now to license content to other providers. So
Right.
they're-
They completely changed
Yeah.
their strategy from, you know, we're going to host our own network to
but the network was
why don't we just sell all this stuff off
But
to
the
somebody
network was a
else?
great proof of concept to turn into a $1 billion Peacock deal, to turn into a $5 billion Netflix deal, right?
Well, they were
Hey,
way out in front too.
Yeah,
Like they
absolutely.
were out there with like Netflix before Max and before Peacock and before any of these other
Yep.
you know streaming
absolutely.
services come
I
up.
think
So
M-
I guess once the streaming
MLB
business exploded,
Yeah.
they were kind of like, we might be out of our depth here,
I think-
and they were.
Yeah.
So I think they made the smart move. You know, obviously.
I remember the first WrestleMania being a little glitchy on there. So, and the NXT arrival and all that stuff. So,
Exciting stuff.
So no, they're ahead of that, and you know there's a big push for that. They are the what?
What's so funny?
I'm choking.
What's happening?
Literally choking on my White Claw for no reason
Okay.
whatsoever.
Okay.
So now I'm just an asshole.
Uh-huh. So either way, this is a pretty big deal. You know, again, it's going to be more accessible. You don't need a $60, $70, $80 basic cable subscription to watch Raw now. I know
you
that's
just
a,
need
that's
your
a hang-up.
parents' Netflix password now.
Yeah, no, that's tougher now too.
Yeah,
'Cause-
amen.
No.
For
I just
real. Account sharing,
listen.
yeah.
As somebody
Yeah.
who had to just recently upgrade their Netflix so their mom can keep watching, that's not a thing now. So they cracked down on that stuff.
Yeah,
Did they
it
really?
Yeah, they
sucks.
did.
Well, they haven't
They
caught
did.
me yet, so
I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
say
say, I haven't
I'm
done
paying
that either.
$25 a month for Netflix so my mom can watch too.
Damn.
Yep.
And I think
So we can all watch Raw when that happens. So
I
that's
think
fine.
Netflix is changing some of its pricing structures too.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah.
just did like a earnings report today. No one really cares how
Listen.
much money they're making, but like they like the wrestling audience. I was talking to you about this before the show, Sorg.
Mm-hmm.
That when the NFL did its wild card game and they did the exclusively on Peacock, not on any other TV, you had to watch this wild card playoff game on Peacock and nowhere else. People freaked out. Like they couldn't believe they were being asked to pay like $10, for the right to watch this playoff game. And I think as wrestling fans, we're a little bit, desensitized to having to pay for stuff. And I'm just, Raw's on Netflix? Well, all right. I have Netflix anyway, so, no big deal for me. I'll just turn it on. But I'm kind of waiting for like people to freak out, which they'll probably freak out like when it happens.
Well, and also you gotta
but,
think like not everybody that watches WWE is somebody that has the Fight and the IWTV and the New Japan World and the Ring of Honor and this subscription and Wrestle Universe. You know,
There are so many people that are just WWE fans.
Yeah. So
know?
it is more like the NFL people that are like, I just tune in every week and this is what's on.
Exactly.
You know, I have cable and always have, and this is what's on, and this is why it does so well. Now you're just telling them, like, now you got to be on Netflix. Now chances are you probably already have Netflix, but
I mean, if you're a
everybody has a
WWE
Netflix
fan,
account.
you had to have the network. Now you have to have Peacock.
true. So then you're just moving over.
So you're
at
just
that
moving
point.
over,
Well,
or you're just
or
adding
that's-
something else.
yeah,
I can't
You're
believe
adding
now you have
on
to
because
add
the
something
pay-per-view
else.
WrestleMania is still on Peacock.
Yeah,
so you got
but-
to tune in Netflix for your Raw.
And is the whole library going to be on Netflix?
In America, no, because it's still on Peacock.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if you
And
got a nice little
that's the
VPN and
most
take a
important.
swim across the ocean, you might have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and they still have better stuff on the network. They
Although
still
the
have-
VPN, honestly, a VPN, if you pay for a VPN just to do this, you may as well just pay for both services. So just putting that out there. But some people have VPNs for work, let's say, or other,
and, like,
or
let's-
security.
And, you know, let's
or-
ask the real question. Like, when the hell are they going to put all the episodes of goddamn Velocity
Come
on fucking Peacock? I'm sick of it.
Sons of bitches.
That's what I'm
And now we
saying.
got to start over again from scratch.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they do have it through 2026. What happens then? Do they get the rest? Do they have a deal for it to come back over? Does Peacock renew what they do have? Who knows? So we'll see how that goes. It'll be a very interesting year. The WWE
There's going to be a
landscape
big
is,
bidding war on that.
yeah.
I feel.
I think the biggest bidding war already happened.
I mean,
So,
but it still
think-
has the.
because man, you're really just talking about the rights for everything else in
Mhm.
America at that point. You know, like who gets WrestleMania in the USA? That's it. You know, something just occurred to me. You know who got screwed on this thing? Fight TV. They were the international providers of WrestleMania.
Were they?
They were.
Huh.
I remember a very explicit conversation about that. If you could, it was a pay-per-view, so
Yeah.
now it's part of Netflix. But or I guess network would probably also carry it at the time. But but yeah, they were last I knew they were at least doing WrestleMania, and I'm sure they did other ones too.
Bring in all
certain
of those.
markets.
Bring in all of those international deals underneath like the one Netflix umbrella is kind of like it's crazy because they used to be just like these like. You know, you would hear about WWE would sign some deal with some random network you've never heard of in
Star
your life.
Network
This
and
covers all
something.
of North Africa, and that's it. You know, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
cool. All right, never heard of them. And you know, and then every single part of the world they had to make another TV rights deal with them. And you know, now you've got it all underneath Netflix. This like giant monolith that's only getting bigger. Cable is dying. Netflix is winning. They are winning the streaming wars, and they are going to eclipse cable in the U.S. within like the next year.
For all they're paying for WWE content is probably still cheaper than making original scripted content in the long run.
Yeah.
If you talk about all those movies and everything, yeah.
One more thing on this I want to ask. All right. Do you think that putting like a show like Raw, your flagship show, like behind a paywall, in like a corner where you have to actively like go and get it. You can't just like have your clicker up and go through your cable and be like, oh, there's the wrestling. I'll turn that on. You've got to like be like, it's 8:00. It's Monday night. I got to get my remote. I got to go to Netflix and find Raw. Does this like become like a problem long term when it comes to like creating new fans and getting people hooked on wrestling because they're not stumbling upon it? I know there's still NXT on CW and SmackDown on.
Here's one important question about that. Will there be a brand split?
Right.
Because if there's not, then the same superstars are going to be expected, similar superstars at
Well,
least. A crossover will be expected on SmackDown.
Hey, you got to go see Cody Rhodes on Netflix, but you got to go see Roman Reigns over on USA Network.
Sure,
right?
and
So
exactly.
I think that's even more enforced when you have different company brands. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was like
That's another thing I'm thinking of. In this situation, what's stopping AEW from moving one of their programs to Monday?
Just bring
To
that
pick
card
up on
If
the
Dynamite
cable.
goes
Yeah.
to Monday,
Yeah,
And-
to pick
and
up
on
on the
the-
cable.
they pick up all their fans from who don't really want to use Netflix.
Right.
Who
And
have
on-
this
on
Netflix
the flip
bias.
side, what if WWE decides we're tired of getting our butts handed to us during the football season? let's just go off Monday nights. There's nothing to stop us. We'll just stream a different night of the week. Netflix can just, push
also,
2 buttons and you can move to a different night.
The other thing is we're no longer thinking about ratings anymore.
Well, I mean, like,
have you looked at Netflix metrics
Subscriptions.
and what they allow you to see?
Subs.
you don't see anything. I mean,
No,
that's
you don't.
That's a big issue with
You
these
know,
streaming
the
services.
ratings war is officially over in 2025.
Well, at least for Raw.
Officially, all these, I'm going to say this with love, all of these ratings numbered nut jobs out there are
still exist?
Go fuck
they-
yourself.
oh,
Meltzer.
they do. Have you seen
Yeah,
the
Meltzer.
Twitters lately?
I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't-
yeah.
I'm not
God
on.
bless you. God bless you and your sanity. Okay, but yeah, no, like that conversation is now over. Absolutely over. Unless Netflix changes how they put that out there, but they won't. They're going to tell you this many people streamed this episode of Raw.
And you won't be able to prove one way or the other.
No, you can't. There's
Just
no
like
listen on.
what they're doing on Peacock right now. There's no way to validate it. Nielsen needs to get on this, but Nielsen is
trying
becoming
to get
more
on.
useless by the day.
Yes,
so it's okay.
they are.
What do you think they treat Raw as the A show or SmackDown as the A show going forward
Raw.
once Raw's on
Gonna have-
Netflix?
100% Raw.
I think Raw because that's the
You
most
spend that
money
much
that was
money on
spent.
it, yeah.
So
Yeah.
and also if you
Raw
you
has Netflix.
Don't you think broadcast is still more important?
yes, but you're talking about the creating new fans and everything before the show and the new grandmas.
Just waiting for the grandmas.
You know where the discovery is happening now? TikTok, social media. That's where you pick up the new kids, and they have those pinned down. That's the channel flip now.
And there's no way that they don't put like Raw or any of that content in the top watched in your country in the top 10.
Yeah.
So it's
Exactly.
super easy to stumble
Absolutely.
upon
It's
it
easy.
from the homepage.
Plus, you'll still have your YouTube highlights and all those
Yeah.
things, and some people just watch Raw that way. Correct,
That's
right?
how I did.
That is true.
So, like a lot of people, they're like talking about how many people watched The Rock's return, set records, and they made a lot of money off of the ads of that video on YouTube, right? Like I talked several years ago about how now it's a multi-pronged approach.
Isn't CM Punk's return the most viewed
I think it was.
YouTube video?
I
that
think The
they've
Rock
ever
might
had?
The Rock might have beat it when he came back this last time.
Yeah.
So like I talk about a podcast. You do an hour podcast like this. Okay, hey, I'm being generous. You take it and you make TikToks. You make this. You make this. You make a blog. They're doing that. They do a 3-hour program, and it is content for every platform, right? And that's the game. And now you've conquered all these platforms. They're all revenue streams, and reinforcing the brand, and then bringing in new people as they discover, hey, I've never seen this person before because I don't tune in on Monday nights, and now I'm going to follow this person on all this social media, maybe eventually on Raw, and buy a ticket and a T-shirt. So it's all the things. It's the octopus. It's a marketing octopus. It's a media octopus.
So
out
Raw's
there.
the A show.
Raw's
Even
the
though they
show.
already have the
100%.
bag from Netflix.
And you know what you're going to see? You know what you are going to see? Since NXT is still on network television with the CW over the air, which has potential access to more homes, you're going to see more highlights for Raw.
Yes.
You're going to
yeah,
see more
probably.
highlights for Raw and SmackDown on the cable and the Netflix.
You think SmackDown goes to a 3-hour show?
Could.
I can see it happen.
But if you're okay, I'm gonna be all. If you're SmackDown, all right. If you're the USA Network,
Yes.
and it's whoever owns the USA Network, Comcast.
Yeah, NBC
All right.
Comcast.
Do
By
you
the
wa-
way,
the
by the
owners
way,
of
by the way, Emmanuel today in the thing with The Rock at CNBC, I think he slipped something today.
What do you do?
Because he said, well, and of course, we have SmackDown going over to NBC, and then we have NXT at the CW. And I'm like, why did he say NBC?
It's going to USA.
Yeah. But the parent company is NBC, of course.
Right.
But still, that felt a little bit like, did he slip something out there that we don't know about? Is it going actually? Is this a red herring, and they're going to announce soon that actually we're going to put it on NBC? Wouldn't that be nuts?
Do you want,
It would be.
if you're Comcast, do you want them pushing Netflix on your air when you want people going to Peacock?
No, that's a problem. But also, how much do they talk about Raw on USA Network on Fox right now?
Well, I mean, Fox conveniently doesn't really have a true streaming service, so
That is true.
yeah.
That is true. But also, and everything else would be, and they're pushing Peacock. They're pushing pay-per-views on Peacock and everything like that. But also, then they're pushing stuff on Hulu, on every platform.
Yeah.
right?
That's how I used to watch Raw.
It's
I
their
used to
they're
watch Raw.
paying for the show, but the show still contains the stuff that's in their network that's on other deals. So they get a pass. And also, you pay us the money because we're the experts in this. Let us fucking do our jobs.
NBC Universal is what that company is called.
Is that what they are now?
My brain fart.
A Comcast company.
Thank you, Tina.
This
Yes.
multiversal cable network and streaming service is just blowing my
I
fucking
hate
mind.
the cable multiverse. Anyways,
I don't give a
guys, tell us about your multiverse at that email address.
Good times.
Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Thank you, everybody. We tune in here every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And, of course, with the Mayhem Mania commencing tonight. It's a good time to be on the Patreon. Everybody that does support us over at patreon.com/WrestlingMayhemShow. You're getting extra content. You're getting the extra chatter after the show. If you're a part of that, you're going to get some inside information going into Mayhem Mania, maybe some extra options, maybe some the ability to do some WLCs or something like that. Whatever the man with the mustache decides. Basically,
he's got the rules.
He's got the rules and he's got the mustache. It's a twofer, ladies and gentlemen.
And the grandma demographic.
Man, with that
Trifecta.
mustache. Oh, yeah. The grandmas are
Grandmas
on
love
it.
the stash.
They love the stash. Don't tell Jen. But thank you to
How
everybody
many
that
times
does.
they mentioned Tom Selleck in a sentence?
What? Thank you, everybody that is supporting the show at Wrestling Mayhem Show, or patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Our friends at the fan of his show level, Bo Diggity! Woo! As well as Team I'm so glad so many people are in the studio for that now. Team Hammerfist and the Tupac family.
Yeah, let's go, Tupac family.
On the Poppy Club level, we have the Prop Pop Partner, spouse of Rooster Lawyer Fair at roosterlawyerfair.com. Rats in a Trench Coat, Tony Kincaid. At the Pizza Club level, we do have Doc Rummy, The Riz, and Lance Fisher. And at the manager level, we have Bradley, and we do have Emily. Thank you for joining us at the fan of the show level, new Patreon supporter. Thank you so much, everybody that does support the show. And you guys can too, and become a part of that over at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. So I got to get Emily in the list there officially. But anyways.
That's a lot of Patreons.
That's a lot of Patreons. All right, we want to get to our guests. Okay, guys, do we want to talk about you or do we want to talk about the Royal Rumble first? I'll let you pick. Do you want to talk about tag team wrestling, or do you want to talk about rumbles of the royal kind?
Dog, you're gonna put us on the spot.
Like it's either this segment or next, guys. We only got so much show time.
All right, let's whatever. Tag team wrestling.
Tag team wrestling. You guys are the 880 wrestling champions,
Goddamn
the
right
first
we are.
ones, and you beat some little team called Main Event. I
Little.
say that because
Light
they're
work.
7 feet
You wanna
fucking
call them
tall.
little, sir?
Yes. Because
I'm gonna
anybody
put that
calls
on the
them
air
little.
where everybody can hear you.
I'll see you Thursday,
and
Gannon.
somebody's gonna post
Yeah.
this on TikTok so everybody else can see you, Sorg.
Yeah, just a little known group called the Main Event. I'm sure not a big deal at all.
They haven't been on AEW. Or
No,
anything.
they have not.
No.
No. Anyways, you are single-handedly bringing tag team wrestling to New Ken.
Double-handedly.
Yes. So since I think maybe when we had the last of you on, you're maybe just starting this tag team. You probably didn't even have a name yet. So first of all, we got your backstory on the previous show. Go check out the past episodes with these guys, everybody. We don't have to recap that. This is where you put your little star in the little checkout issue number so and so in the comic book. First of all, how did the tag team come together?
Man, it just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
I think what was that like? The
Random whiteboard
like
happening.
June.
One.
June.
June or
Yeah, the
July.
end of June. Yeah, end of June. I remember I was in the basement with MV, and he was like, "Yo, what if I do you and KC Warr together?" And I was like, "Oh, dude, fuck yeah!"
Yep.
And we were like, I think he was like looking. We had trouble like finding opponents for us for that show, and then it came together like kind of last minute to Wrestle Memory Museum.
Yep.
From New Jersey, and two dudes that like
Awesome dudes.
awesome fucking dudes that I respect a lot and I was super stoked to work with. And that match went hard. I fucking love that match.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was so like we had just gotten thrown together on a couple shows. You know how Thursdays go. It's whoever shows up. And so sometimes it's like, oh, we need you in a tag team match or something. And I think I've tagged with all of the Steel City Killers. And then the last one
It's kind of a part of the process, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, we got thrown together, and we've trained together since day one, basically, at least for me. Yeah. And it's just been an organic fit. And Envy's like, this works. I like it. Let's keep doing it. And we just keep bouncing silly ideas off of each other, having as much fun as possible. And we got to face the fucking main event, and then these came into the picture. So it was a lot of fucking fun.
I say nice belts there. And that is cool because you guys all came in at the same time, through the training and everything for the most part. And you did get to kind of try some things out there, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of that process. So that we always talk about the 880 and the Thursday nights and the kind of some kind of magic that's happening there, right? So
yeah, 100%. I mean, like it was like I said, we started like in June, but I feel like it didn't really come together till like September, October, somewhere around there.
Yeah, because like the first 3 or 4 matches, I don't think we had always joked about like the fourth line.
Yeah.
Like anytime hockey was brought up between like the boys. And then the name just stuck.
Because I don't think we didn't go by fourth line for that first show. We were just Steel City Killers, just Brandon St. James, KC Warr, Steel City Killers. Yep. And then I think I said to him like a week or two after the show, I was like, why didn't we say we're fourth line? Like, that's like what we are. Because that's like what me and him bonded over day one. Like when I first showed up at T2T, I was like, oh, you play hockey? We're like, oh, dude, yeah, same, sick. And we just, it made sense.
Bunch of goons ever since.
Bunch of goons.
Old time hockey.
I can't remember if we had you on when it was happening or anything, but we had the Brandon St. James Unholy Holiday and a very hockey-based commercial we were just kind of talking about before the show here.
Yeah.
So was that fun to kind of express that concept? I mean, it was basically like the fourth line commercial.
Yeah, it was super funny because like every other time, Scotty Swemba from Enjoy, he comes in with like an idea of what like we're gonna do for the shoot, and like he's had storyboards before, and this time we were training and he just walked up to me, he goes, oh, so what are we doing? And I was like,
let's have a hockey fight.
We knew it was gonna be hockey themed. We brought all of our hockey gear and like extra hockey sticks and jerseys for everybody.
So you provided for everybody.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah.
Wait. So you have like basically the gear for an entire team.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Everyone in the back wall was wearing a jersey of mine. So like Aleo, John,
same. Yeah.
We just emptied our closet of all of our collection of hockey jerseys and just started throwing them at people.
Nick's Wild had my goalie gear on. I suited them up.
The best part of the commercial.
Yeah, that was super fun. But yeah, it was funny because like I said, like he was just like, oh, what are we doing? I was just like, okay, so we're gonna it's just me and Casey stunting on everybody playing hockey. Excuse me. And he was like, all right, well, you need to like be like more specific. And I was like, all right, give me like 10 minutes and I'll do this shot for shot. And within like 15, 20 minutes, I came up with like a shot for shot what we were going to do. And it worked. It just like, 'cause Scotty's a genius and is really good at what he does.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, it's amazing.
It really is. So like with like the like stupid idea I had, I was like, all right, drop the puck, blah, 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 pass it to Casey. He shoots it over. So MV hits somebody, and then I rip a slap shot, and Nix is scared, and that's it. And he was just like, okay, we can make that work. And I was like, all right, cool, let's get it.
It's a good starting point. That's awesome. So the one thing I like is it feels like it brings a little bit more to Thursday nights, which is, again, it's technically a training show and everything like that, but there's a lot of really cool stuff that's been happening. One, we have a championship match every week, between you guys and Reese now. I love the promotions that have no belt for 1 year. And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, now it feels like now, I always have a role when people talk about new podcasts is like, once you get to episode 10, you're a real podcast.
Sure.
Once you're a year in and have a belt for the singles and the tag, you're a real promotion, kind of thing.
Yeah.
As far as like a kind of a building something up situation.
Yeah, I mean, like I talked about this. I was on the WrestleRoni podcast last week. Shout out Spooky Lou. And I was like, yeah, dude, it's sick because like Thursday night fights and the big Friday shows we do all started as like a trial run for all of us. And it was like, all right, let's see how you guys do. Let's see what happens. And because we've been in front of this crowd for a year, we've all gotten over in our own way. They all know who we are. And at this point, we are, you know, what keeps the show going. And it's crazy that, like, it's happened like that. But, like, you know,
Uh-oh, he hit the mute button. Yep. He hit the mute button. KC, pick up on
got
the
it.
thought.
I got
There
it.
we
I got it.
Yeah, it's back.
But just, yeah, like, the crowd is, like, figured out what we're all about, and they expect to see all 5 of, you know, the original people that started at 880 and T2T. They expect to see us on every show, and, like, you know, it just makes sense the way everything has happened.
That's awesome. So, we've gone through, like, you guys, you're approaching... this is I guess it's the anniversary of Thursday Night Fights is happening in probably about like 2 or 3 weeks. 2 weeks, is it?
I think it's 2 weeks.
So
Yeah, first or second week of February.
yeah, something like that. You know, and it's obviously like I'm kind of surprised. Like we've had some cold nights up there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like last year, just like last week, I was like, I remember I high fived everybody that was there because I'm like, thank you for coming, you know, kind of thing. And then I turned around and the crowd doubled, you know, within like a match or something like that.
Yep.
So it's been pretty incredible to see, you know, and I think most of them are local. I don't know if you guys have a better beat on that or something. Like
I think it's a mix from what I can tell.
yeah. I'm starting to see wrestling fans that come from I know from other shows and things like that.
Yep.
You know, people randomly know my name out there when I'm on camera. I'm just like because somebody was like, "Hey, we'll hide." When Gianni and MV were going at it outside, somebody's like, "We'll hide behind Sorg, and we'll be safe. We'll be safe here." And I'm like,
They never say that when I'm there.
yeah, "That's interesting.
Chaos follows Riz.
That's interesting, Riz.
Yeah.
You're not as much of a human shield as I am, apparently." But yeah, no, it's been pretty incredible, and I know somebody was telling me about like you know the international fans that may be watching online and everything too.
Wow.
So you're taking this? Are you taking the show on the road, or is the tag team traveling? Are you looking to get out there more?
100%.
Yeah.
team.
Oh yeah. We didn't just earn these to let them, you know, collect dust on the shelf.
Mhm.
We're fighting champions. You know, we earned them against the main event, and we are going to show everyone why we earned it. And
Absolutely.
that doesn't stop with David Lawless or Gianni Michael Enrico this Friday.
Doesn't stop at 880 either. We will
Yeah.
take it on the road anywhere. We've already been to West Virginia as a
Nice,
tag
nice.
team.
Yep.
We're like,
We'll go to
trying
the
get
other
out-
side of the state with some of the homies over there.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Take it to Philly. Get some cheesesteak. Oh, we have a
Ayo.
question from the peanut gallery. Yes, the
I've
one
got a
with the
question.
mustache.
Yes, Tom Selleck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're the 4th line.
Correct.
All right, and if my hockey memory serves me correctly, typically a hockey line has 3 people on it. Will there eventually be a 3rd person on the 4th line?
Well, first of all, defense only has 2 pairings,
Oh,
but
Yeah.
there could be.
all right. Well,
But typically there's 3D pairings, so I don't want to like.
That is
yeah.
a good. That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, you're not the
I'm used
3rd
to having-
pairing. You're the 4th line, which has a great
right.
ring to it, and
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you.
But I'm curious. I'm just saying that door's open.
No, it is.
I mean,
We-
you can pick somebody now,
It has-
like in this very moment, or wait 10 years.
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
have a
10
I have a
years.
3rd pair of the tie-dye 4th line socks.
Do you?
Oh yeah, it came in a 3-pack, so it's like it's waiting for that.
It was
that
made for it.
ceremonious. You know,
So what is
introduction.
that like? There's usually, you know, when somebody joins a faction and comes out, and you think they're gonna attack you, they turn around and they take the shirt off, and they've had the Bullet Club shirt the whole time. NWO, Black Wolf Pack, whatever it is. Like
But you
are
just
they?
roll up the
They just
sock-
they
you
just
just roll
they
up
just
the outer
roll
thing
up the pants to reveal, and then
The
and
tie-dye
then, and then we
four-line
get the
socks.
smash close up of the socks, right? And they're like, oh my God, he's been 4th line this whole time.
No way.
Writes
Hell yeah.
itself.
It
writes
really
itself.
does.
Hell yeah.
So easy. Wrestling's so easy, don't you think?
Amen. That's the truth.
Yeah.
dude.
So easy.
You just like you look back in the history books like a few years and you can copy it. Nobody will ever know.
That's
And-
right.
Well, we call it the 7-year rule here
Yeah,
because we're
exactly.
like,
Right,
oh,
right,
have we
right.
seen this before? Has it been 7 years since The Rock did that? Okay, it's a fair game. Let's go. Let's go. So there's a Jeff Jarrett's teaching the Dark Order how to be bad guys right now on
Ah,
BTE.
is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't it being the Dark Order?
It's
Is
being
it-
the Dark
BDL.
Order.
Yeah.
Badoo.
Badoo.
I believe.
When Jeff Jarrett doesn't, you know, miss a week and John Silver's put up a wall by fucking Satnam Singh.
Yeah.
I
Just the
haven't.
height difference.
It's amazing.
It's like
I haven't-
picked up by his ears.
I haven't watched BTE in months, if not
It
like a
is
whole year. But I
pretty
will say,
great.
dude, it always has been. But John Silver is the best dude on the planet. I met
He's
him.
so fucking funny.
Like all I did was shake his hand and say nice to meet you, but like dude, he's so sick, he's so fucking funny, and is such an awesome wrestler. I love John Silver so much.
And he's like, he's not a large guy. I'm holding a hand up, but he's like, he's jacked like crazy, right? I want to see him next to Super Hentai because I literally do.
He would eclipse him.
Because I always say, it was like, yeah, Super Hentai's not too tall, but I want to run into him in the dark alley, right? like that kind of thing. Because it's like
John Silver's wide.
Yeah.
dog. He is
Stocky.
wide.
The definition of girthy.
Jeez. Also, what they say about Super Hentai.
Whoa! Ayo!
Yeah, he's been on this show. He knows. He's the one that said that probably. So
Sick.
you never saw his MySpace page.
No one's laughing harder than hentai.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Whose top 10 was he? on?
Somebody. All right. Okay. Again, you guys have a big show this weekend. It's again Joan Jr.'s All-Star Weekend, which is weird because I think it's only on Friday.
Friday's the weekend?
Friday's the weekend, I guess.
Friday's the weekend? It's not
But he's gonna. What's he got? It's him and MV,
MV.
isn't it?
Coach
Him and
versus
MV.
coach.
Versus coach. Both of them teach down there at 880, and you guys are taking on.
David Lawless and Gianni Michael Enrico.
Oh man, you think Gianni's gonna play with his butt again during the show? The YouTube commentators have
Clip
noticed.
that for me.
Yeah.
You're really. You're
Listen,
really
I get the
on that
comments,
story.
okay? I get the comments where they say, I'm like, oh, what are they tagging in Gianni matches now on these time codes? And I click it, and it's that thing where
Gianni's
he rubs his butt and wiggles it in the middle of a match after he performs a move. And I'm like, and I let him know, I'm like, hey, that butt thing? Like, you should probably keep doing that. The fans are liking it. Don't ask me how I know.
Less NXT face, more ass.
Yeah, yes. Although the NXT face is really good. Every time there's a Gianni match we post, like YouTube finds that picture of
they
his,
really do.
like a reaction shot or something.
Dude,
The
first of
golden
all,
thumbnail.
yeah, the thumbnail of my match with Jace Carr. Can we talk about that for a second?
Let's talk about that match in general. Yes, I saw that and I appreciated the shit out of it. And I was waiting to get the takedown notice from YouTube for content because you're bleeding all over the place.
Reese, amateur wrestler Reese Hayes sent me a screenshot.
It came up on my television.
Sick. He sent me a screenshot. He's using that thumbnail as a reaction image. And I don't remember like what it was. It was something.
He dropped a Cheeto on the floor.
That's what it was. That's what it was. His girlfriend sent him a picture. Oh no! It was a mozzarella stick. It was a dropped mozzarella. Reese, amateur wrestler Reese Hayes' girlfriend, Mikey Keating, awesome person. She sends him a photo of a mozzarella stick on the floor. His reaction image is the thumbnail of that match of my face bleeding, which I thought was the sickest thing on the planet.
You could very well be a meme, Alice. Let's talk about that for a second. So
Sure.
there's this show that happens at a skate park on the south side. And there were some things. We've already had Ryan Zane to talk about his role in that day. Which is, I think, we did not bring that up on the mindfulness show yesterday when we recorded, by the way. So we just talked about Argus a little bit. But anyways, so you seem to enjoy these no-ring shows.
Oh, hell yeah.
You seem to enjoy some of the plunder around and fuckery, I think one promotion would call it, at these shows. What the fuck, man? This match. Okay, so first of all, I didn't know you were having that many light tubes back there. So, and then to do that to Jace Carr.
To do it to Jace Carr, I can't say he doesn't deserve it a little bit.
First of all, like don't like act like I'm the bad guy here. Like Jace Carr, first of all, has worked for IWA Mid-South.
Okay,
Like
all right.
I don't want
all
like
right,
he's
all right.
any
All right.
like
I'm just
like,
clearing the air here.
No pedestals. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's a stranger to that sort of thing. But yeah, I do like it, and I'm not apologizing to anyone. I don't give a shit who has a problem with it. I'm talking to you, Bradley Ruthers. Oh, shots. Oh, yeah. You don't think I see those posts? You don't think
Well,
I see
there goes,
them?
there goes his Patreon.
Yeah.
Nah, keep it. Love you, Bradley.
Awesome.
Say it to my face next time, though.
At me, motherfucker.
Real heat here on this show.
Oh, yeah.
So.
You know. But, no, I do like it. It's fun. And, like, I said this on another podcast last week with Spooky Lou when I was sober. So,
Clock ass.
yeah. My point is that I'm not doing this to get over. I'm not doing this because I think it'll get me likes on Instagram. I'm doing it because I love it and I think it's fun. And I don't give a shit about anyone else or what they have to say about it. I think it's fun. And that's it. That's why I wrestle, because it's fun. And I like it. It's not for anyone else. It's for me and Casey, because we're champs. It's championship mentality.
There you go.
Champ shit, baby.
Is this my heel turn?
Is this the fuck the fans or just
Has
fuck
there
Bradley?
ever really been
It's
like
on a baby
line
face
there?
to me,
Like-
actually.
It's just Bradley. It's fine.
I mean, look at his handle, Heel Bradley. I mean,
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go,
damn,
there
I
you
am the
go.
face. Okay, I am the
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
good
you're the
here, we're
face
good
here.
here.
You're the face
Okay,
here. So
all right.
now,
We're still-
now you guys have to have a light too, man.
Me
It's
versus
how this
Bradley.
has the ends.
Sick.
There's a skate park show happening next month, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
So Bradley, come on down. I think Bradley needs to face with this. You know, I'll pay his way. I'll pay his way.
I
I'll
got
pay if you
this,
get coming for free, Bradley.
Call out.
We're gonna find somebody at the police training grounds. We're gonna get you one of those bomb disposal unit suits. All right.
You could be our
You'll
Norman
be
Smiley,
safe.
Bradley.
You won't get hurt.
I was thinking
Just
like the canine training suit.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well, that one
yeah,
only
yeah,
needs
yeah.
like the arm. Like he needs like the whole thing.
You ever
Okay.
see that? You ever see that part that bit from Tough Enough, the one season where they made them like wear the suit, have the dog run after them.
yeah.
See how far you can run until this dog
I'm like,
mauls
what does
your
this
ass.
have to do with wrestling? And then the
Nothing.
answer is, have you ever wrestled in Tennessee? So
Tough Enough is my favorite show, by the way.
it's fucking crazy. And they have it on the cock.
Oh, they have it on the cock. 100%
Yes.
all 6 seasons. Well, 5
They
seasons.
do?
They have 6. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's 5 seasons and the one that they turned into like a movie for the WWE.com, the $1 million, because it was like on every episode of SmackDown. Yeah. But yeah, like when I first started training to be a wrestler, my girlfriend and I bonded over Tough Enough because like she was like, "Well, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Yo, you ever watch Tough Enough?" And I was like, Let's
Oh,
do-
so it was informative.
yeah, it was. Yeah, I was like,
And you just showed her the Triple H part when he came out and started ripping on everybody in that room.
yeah, and told the dude his balls were hanging out.
Yeah.
Take a bump.
You
Take a bump.
good snap. I literally said that to somebody yesterday.
Your balls are hanging out or take a bump?
Good snap. I
Yes.
told him he had good
Oh, good snap. Good. Fourth line, 880 Wrestling. And of course, you can check out a lot of 880 Wrestling. Actually, you can check out almost all of it. Jeez.
Over
I think we're over
50 episodes.
60 episodes between the Thursday night fights, the Friday shows, the no ring shows, like the most prolific promotion I work with in volume of content. If you are like, why is there so much 880 Wrestling in our feed? Because there's content every fucking week, guys.
Hell
you know,
At
so
least
at
one
least
show a
at
week.
least at
Yeah.
a minimum.
Yeah.
Like I think we took the Thanksgiving off. No, we had a show
No.
the day
No.
before.
Day
That's
before.
why.
Day before.
That's
Yeah,
it.
no.
No days off.
That's it. Maybe WrestleMania week they'll take a week off. Maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, everybody didn't make it. It's still going to be wrestling down there. I don't know. We'll send a camera. I don't know.
We'll be down there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be
So
down there.
there you go. There you
It
go.
was on a graphic. It was
It's on a
posted.
graphic. Yeah.
what
TBA.
TBA.
You ever heard of it?
Let me know when you know. I'll be around, I guess. So I'm this close to making a book me for Mania graphic like everybody else. So
Please do, dude. That'd be
I've been
so
really
sick.
close to doing it, and just like next time.
That would be the only one I share.
Next time dude's in there doing portraits, I'm gonna grab a camera, take a slick picture,
Yeah.
send him $5 on the coffee thing, and use it for my graphic, and just like
Now accepting Mania booking.
Yeah, we like have some fun with it too, though. Like maybe I'll put just like our friends at Saturday Night Special, put friends with Beastman, and because I think
lower
that
third.
yeah. So if we do the
It's a piece.
So, anyways, let's touch base on Royal Rumble because I guess that's happening this weekend.
Hell yeah. Is it this weekend or is it next?
It's
Saturday.
this weekend. It's
It's this
Saturday.
Saturday?
It's this Saturday.
Cool.
So when you're recovering from Friday night, you can go watch some Rumble. I'll be working myself, but up at Cleveland, we'll talk about that later. Matt Carlins,
Yes.
Mustache Row over there. You had something.
Mustache
you
Jones over here.
You Mustache Jones. Let's get into this. I don't want to go to the card. I don't want to do the thing. I don't want to do who you think's going to win the Rumble. I don't want to overanalyze that. We'll analyze all that shit next week.
Would you rather gamble?
Would I?
Would I ever?
Dude, I love gambling
All
so
right.
much.
You know what?
we
You know the only
degenerate
thing more
activities?
exciting than betting on sports is betting on professional wrestling. Now
DraftKings.
that's exciting.
Like DraftKings?
no, like yeah. Oh,
You and your friends? Just like,
Oh, that's
I-
right.
no,
we
no,
need
no,
to do
no,
the
no,
Mayhem.
no,
That's
no,
right.
no.
We got to do the
Oh,
Mayhem
we do
poll
need to
this
do
year.
that. Yeah.
Well, Riz, you are hosting the in-studio party, so
I'll get on
since
it.
I'm not getting back until probably halfway through the show because I got a matinee to produce in Cleveland, so I'm hoping I
now
get
I
back.
have to do work. So
Yeah. No, you just have to host. You just have to be like,
Probably didn't hit.
don't break anything and don't shit in the wrong part of the toilet. That's all I ask.
Upper deckers?
Yeah.
No
is that what
upper
you want?
deckers, Riz.
Is that what you want, Sword?
No, that's what I don't want. Is upper deckers.
Do it.
you got it.
Do it.
Riz, don't shit in the wrong part of the toilet.
Intrusive thoughts. Let them win.
And just so you know, because you're not going to be there, one thing in that place is going to have my balls on it.
I mean,
Is there a
you
drum?
have no idea whose balls have been on that couch.
I can have a. I can.
Is
I
it
know
that
a few
couch?
guesses.
It's not that couch.
Is
that
that
couch.
couch?
Like Christian Noir pointed out today. It's not that
Wait,
couch.
what?
He just had some goofy Facebook status about a fucking couch.
He's pointing at it.
The couch.
He's pointing at it. So, that's actually where Brandon's been sitting. So, yeah, that's it.
Forever unclean.
Yeah, there it is. Anyways, Matt, what were we
Sword?
saying? Yes.
You want to make some money? Let's gamble on professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Let's gamble the entire Patreon kitty on on professional
I'm glad
wrestling.
we're being responsible
You
with
know
other
what?
people's
you,
money.
You think it'd be easy money, Sorg,
You
but it's
think-
not.
No. Why
Somehow I
not?
always screw this up. Anyway, I got these odds from mybookie.ag.
Sounds legit.
I
That
love
sounds
it.
That
legit.
sounds very legit.
I
I
love
make
Brandon.
all my wagers on there. I made myself a big wad of cash. The last time Ronda Rousey came back and won, I put like a tenner on that, and she was going off at like plus 600. God, nailed that one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. So do we have the?
I'm attempting to.
You're attempting.
Oh, it didn't load. That's
Okay. Well,
tell us conceptually what's going on here.
conceptually,
Or do you want- you
conceptually,
want
you
to read
gamble
your number-
money and then you
read
make
you
money
some
if
numbers?
if your boy wins the Royal Rumble. If you
Okay.
can find a real gambling website that kind of lets you bet on professional wrestling and esports, then you found a real gambling website. Don't go to the DraftKings is for
if you're
babies.
gambling
It's like
on-
Fisher Price, my first sports gambling. Go to
All
a
right,
real
let's see what
site,
we got
baby.
here.
Let's get nasty. Here we
God.
go. All right.
The Men's Royal Rumble match winner
All
always
right,
have
now-
a-
now- plus 1,000?
the list of odds, the list of choices on my bookie goes to like at least 20 more names deep on this, but screw this. All right, so
all right, read these numbers for the audio here.
CM Punk an overwhelming favorite at minus 200, which
Okay.
means like you
Easy.
you will win less than you bet if you gamble on it. Now the real money to be made. All right.
MJF and J's.
The Codester at plus 275, or you can go The Rock at plus 700. Sorg, how can you not bet on The Rock at plus 700? Or you could try your luck with Gunther because it felt like maybe he's got a chance. The rest of these are jokes. I don't know why they got even LA Knight and Randy Orton in here when they are in the title match. That doesn't make any sense. Pat McAfee, he'll probably show up. let's see, Drew McIntyre at plus 1,000, or you can have Jey Uso for plus 1,000, or you can have MJF for plus 1,000 if you like to throw your money away.
I mean, if you can place multiple bets, there's no way you don't put a couple bucks, like $1 or $2 on like the outlandish odds, and then you had your safe picks where you really put a good portion of your money.
Is that how people do it?
I mean, if that's how
I-
I rationalize
I mean, I
it.
think we're always looking for value here, and I don't see a lot of value in betting on CM Punk whenever it could go. There's at least a strong likelihood that it could be Cody or it could be The Rock.
There's 3 or 4 like.
I
paths that
feel
could
like
be
those
taken
3
there,
are
yeah.
like I could put those 3 on like equal footing. So I don't get why Punk is like the overwhelming favorite. All right, so the ladies. Let's see what we got here. This is very small, Sorgi.
Oh, I was sorry. I'm trying to for the audience here.
Glasses, and I have a mustache. So
Okay,
I can't see very
okay.
well. All right, so Bailey is at the is getting the
Plus 150.
I guess she's the favorite. She's
Yeah,
at plus 150 though. So I mean, still like
Jade would be
Becky's next at plus 200. Or you can go Jade Cargill
That'd
at
be
plus
so
250.
cool.
She's locked in development hell. Or if you're feeling really frisky, you can go Sasha Banks at plus 350 if you like to throw your money away.
Only plus 350 for.
Yeah, why
that
is she
doesn't
only
seem.
350?
She's got. You have to make her a longer shot than
Yeah.
that. Bianca's at plus 400. Liv Morgan. I mean, maybe she'll come back. That kind of makes sense. Plus 500. Raquel Rodriguez, is that a 6 plus 600?
500.
Plus 500. Naya is at plus 600.
Hell yeah.
Asuka's at plus 700. Kyrie's at plus 700. I'll say, I don't know. It feels like everyone says it's going to be Bailey. I guess it's going to be Bailey. I don't know. Like, there's not like a. It's interesting with the women's rumble. It doesn't feel like they're leaning too hard in any one direction, but it also doesn't feel like there's like, oh, these are like they're not setting them up like Cody and Punk and like these are the two guys, you know.
But it's kind of nice too because there is like a little bit of mystery in there.
It is nice when you have a little bit of a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to just enjoy a match and not be like, oh, here's the obvious favorite or
Yeah.
whatever. So like,
We're like,
you're
oh, yep, it's
really
Randy
be invested
Orton.
in it.
Last
Yeah.
year,
All you
Man.
really need is like
For Bobby F. J. Town's sake, I really hope it's not Randy Orton again.
all you
I
really
re- he
God.
walked straight out of the
Yeah.
Buffalo Wild Wings. He's just like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I was
was
like,
that the last
Damn.
time Randy won?
I think it was the last time
Oh,
Randy won.
man.
He was so mad.
Damn.
Oh.
Or what was that? You know what? That was Money in the
No,
Bank.
that was Money in the
actually
Bank,
Money in the Bank.
'cause that was
so-
when- yeah,
but
that
still,
was-
same problem.
Yeah.
So
All you really need is like 3 or 4 good contenders in the Rumble to make it really intriguing, and then let them go till the end. Like, you don't throw your contender out in like 10 minutes in. That's been known to happen.
yep.
Yep.
And also, hey, Sorg, do you think they're gonna do? They could do this with the Judgment Day, or they could do this with Damage Control during the Rumble. Do you think they're gonna do a thing like they did with the Nexus years ago, where they just take over the ring with 3 or 4 guys, and then you gotta like
Wyatts-
one after
the
another
Wyatts
comes
did.
in to
Yeah.
get beat up?
I'm looking at the odds right now. Damian Priest is plus 3,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are really. I'm not leaning towards him, but I'm thinking he might they might actually swerve it, where he wins the Rumble,
And then you get
and then he gets
the
both
title shot
the
and the
Rumble
Money in the
and-
Bank. See, I've always been intrigued by that, to see like
Mm-hmm.
someone who comes into a championship match with the briefcase and is basically saying, "You have to beat me twice."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
I
have
think that'd be really
he has
interesting.
numbers.
Yeah. But maybe not.
And that's definitely a twist on the Money in the Bank they've never done
Well,
before.
you know what, and maybe not Finn Balor after WrestleMania.
Oh,
I heard his contract's up, so there's space for our truth.
I mean, our truth is definitely gonna be. He'll be standing tall, shoulder to shoulder with the rest of the Judgment Day. 4 or 5 guys taking over the ring. And who's gonna clear him out?
It's been amazing.
That's definitely a Cody comes out and cleans house.
Well,
You know,
and
kinda
maybe
entrance,
6
like number-
guys. Tom
number
and
15 or
Nick,
17.
Tom and Nick Mysterio will be out there.
Yeah.
And
You know, they've announced
Yeah.
like
Did
You see
next to
did you
no
see-
one for
Did you
these.
see the shirt?
I've seen there's a shirt. Yes. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this up for everybody. Our truth. Tom and Nick Mysterio. Where did that come from? It was just like He was like, I've been looking for Tom and Nick all day, and I haven't found them. Like, Tom and Nick? Oh, shit. So here's a Reddit. The first thing on Reddit is, I just got the Tom and Nick Mysterio joke. So, yeah, it's basically a picture, three amigos, R-Truth with Tom and Nick Mysterio. Hold on a second. I'll pull it up here in a moment. Go and vamp for me, please.
So do you think who do you think is going to win this stupid match?
I thought we were going to talk about who's going to win the stupid match.
Real quick.
You want to talk about who's going to win the stupid match?
There you go. There's your shirt, by the way, in the corner of R-Truth with Tom and Nick Mysterio. Just a Mortal Kombat palette swap there, basically.
Yeah.
So
for real.
yeah.
Are they both Dominic?
Yeah, they're both Dominic. Dominic, Tom and Nick. He just got it. He just got it. That's the face of somebody who just got it. It took me a week myself.
Dominic. God damn it. Only R-Truth can get away with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Fucking gold. Fucking gold.
that's
All
insane.
right, anybody want to do a pick before we move on here?
Sure.
Like, Riz, you have one?
Like,
I'm leaving the image up.
if you asked me before, like, last Monday, I'd say it's probably going to be Punk. It's probably still going to be Punk.
Mm-hmm.
But after Monday's promo with Cody,
Mm-hmm.
I want that match at WrestleMania. I want that, like, blow off. I want
You want Cody and Punk.
versus
That'd be cool.
Punk versus
Yeah,
Cody.
they're setting that up. They're going to.
They have so much. They have so much chemistry there,
Sure.
and I like how
And
that's still there.
And they did echo the promo that I know was going around, like Cody's last promo, where he called out CM Punk and that he did the things that CM Punk said he was going to do.
Mhm.
So, like, I love that story. You know, it's like, hey, I'm a better CM Punk than you are. Was one of the lines last night. So, yeah, no, I think they're far away from it. Go ahead.
If it's not Punk, I'm kind of like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards Priest.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to see if that's a thing, if that's a nice little angle they're going to. Like, just say, hey, I have two chances at beating you.
I can see an LA Knight winning it to take on for the World Championship. Because especially since we have a question mark with Seth now, you know, like that can be.
That's a good failsafe.
Yeah, that can be. I mean, the obvious thing is Rock comes out, rolls over everybody, and lol, Rock wins versus.
I mean,
Roman.
best outcome is
Listen.
The Rock comes in at number 30, throws out Cody and Punk to win. I mean, that's the best outcome for me. That's and then I kind of just have a good chuckle.
Yes.
And then kind of go on the Twitter and just watch everybody lose
We
their
already
mind.
have the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling is holding the Never Six-Man Championship and getting main events on shows. Or no, and he also has the World TV Championship too, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he does.
So I mean, I'm sure a board of directors can win the Royal Rumble, no problem, right? I mean, that just seems like, I mean, you know,
How many championships has Vince won?
it's like that's like a promoter putting themselves in the main event, you
Yeah,
know,
I mean,
or a coach or something. I don't know.
Or EVPs putting
Or
titles on themselves.
EVPs, or I mean, no big deal. I mean, you know,
We're like, The Rock is like 2 or 3 moves or machinations away from the Anuai family basically usurping the McMahons and taking over that whole goddamn company. They are right there.
That's sick.
They're
you
right
ready?
there.
I love
Are you
that.
ready for the Anuai? Am I saying that right? Helmsley era of professional wrestling.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna kick Uncle
100%.
Paul out,
Love it.
and the rest of his guy. He's gonna. They're
Uncle.
gone.
Can't even say it. He can't even say it.
They're gone.
Clean house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! All right, we need to get
That'd be sick.
we need to get to Mayhem Mania. Let us know your thoughts. Oh my God, I haven't even been looking at the Facebook chat. I'm so sorry. Let me do a real quick check on the Facebook chat before we move on here, and we can see what's going on here. Oh my God, I just saw something else from earlier. We were playing with the AI cartooning people, and it went some directions earlier.
Speaking of AI,
Yes.
Did you
Yes.
see that commercial for WWE?
Fuck this 2K commercial, man. It is the creepiest thing. Have you seen this?
Nah.
They have AI or something faces.
Can you show Stone
I'm
Cold?
popping it up
Deep-
on my phone.
deep fake
on-
Hulk Hogan.
Have you
is,
seen the creepy Stone Cold image that's been going around?
No.
Oh yeah.
Like the Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, it's
like,
from that.
Is
They,
it WWE 2K5 commercial?
2024.
Yeah,
is it
right.
2K24? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It is
I don't
so
know.
strange. Let's see.
I think I'm looking at it.
Stork, you can find it on my Twitter page. I
on
guarantee
your Twitter page. Okay, let me look.
plug the Riz. Plug the Riz.
Riz plays games.
Riz plays games.
Please don't plug. Please don't plug.
Not
me
in that order.
No, I type in Riz and I'm mad because Nyla Rose comes up because it's in her name.
Right.
It is Nyla the Riz
Nyla-
something
yeah,
something,
yeah.
and it's like no, this is the Riz.
That's
right.
This is Riz.
He's been the Riz for
Stork,
like
can you,
20
you
put
say-
that on-
years.
can you put that down here now?
when
Like, here,
you
go back,
are
go back.
Riz,
Put the lower third
you
down.
are this guy.
Put the lower third. Do I have a lower third?
Should have trademarked Riz.
Yeah.
You would've- yeah.
Working on this thing.
Could've-
Always trademark your gimmick
oh, yeah,
names,
there you
kids.
go. That lined up really good. There you
Important
go.
advice.
That's
Oh.
the face right there.
That's bad.
Yeah,
It's
that's not
worse.
very well
That
It's
done.
worse when you see it move.
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
very
Yeah,
good.
It's
like
terrible.
the neck stays still, but the head like wivels like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like,
Ooh.
they have profile.
Wait a minute.
They,
Wait a
they, they did a profile
Riz-
with
Riz,
with
what's going on?
with
here?
Hogan.
What's
What?
happening
Yeah,
here?
What?
Why
Tony
you-
Atlas is
Tony
weird.
Atlas.
Oh, he's just getting his face stepped on. That's
Oh,
his
he's just
thing.
he's
He
just
loves
yeah.
that.
Tony
He
Atlas-
loves
Tony
that.
Atlas
stuff.
is
That's standard.
fucked
That's
up.
fine.
That's from his own account.
Yeah, he
Okay.
loves that, dude.
He's interesting. He
Patreon
is an
content.
interesting guy.
Paywall.
Can't believe you give that away for free.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
Sorry,
his thing,
it's the
dude.
next thing in the lineup.
Dude,
Right.
have you
Yeah.
watched True Life? Like MTV?
Yeah, he like
yeah.
short chops and. getting
Well, guys,
His face stepped on. He loves
we're gonna
it.
take a quick break. You're gonna see if you're on a video version, you're gonna see the Riz accepting that championship in the background there, covering that guy.
Yes,
What's
that
what's
guy,
Hulk
40
Hogan's
years.
what's Hulk
40
Hogan's odds
years.
in the Royal Rumble?
That's
'Cause-
40 years of Hulk Hogan.
I love. By the way, I love they say if
Hold on, Vamp. I'll see if I can get that.
there's a video of if the Royal Rumble, if Hulk Hogan comes out Royal Rumble, this is what needs to happen. It was like every black wrestler on the roster just beating him down in a
That
Rumble.
like that clip.
It
You ever
was,
see that 2K
on
clip?
yeah, it
where
was on
it's-
2K.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, yeah. So man, this is great timing to have Hulk Hogan on. So
Yeah, he saved that. He saved the driver at one time.
I was gonna say he's on a high because he just saved some woman from
Yeah,
like, a
dude.
car accident
Yeah.
or something.
yeah, he's not worried about that
wearing
karma.
an NWO
You're
shirt.
wearing it.
He's
That's
not worried
so
about that
sick.
karma reincarnation issue he was before. Anyway,
I'm sorry, there are no odds for Hulk Hogan,
Why?
but I can get you Stone Cold for plus 25,000.
Sign me up.
There, time me up.
Sign
He
me up.
says.
I mean, might be worth a nickel.
We'll be
I'll throw a
back.
dollar on
Yeah,
it.
put a
Brandon
dollar
St.
on that.
James, Casey Warr, the fourth line, the 880 Tag Team Champions. They're going to stick around for Mayhem Mania. We're going to unload whoever's hopping in for that. And we will be right back after this.
Well, Riz, of course you know there's no greater tradition in the Wrestling Mayhem Show Fantasy Football League than the peaceful transfer of power.
You won it
which is
4
why
times.
I've won it three times in a row. But you, on this year, were the better man, the smarter man, handsome man. And so it is my honor to present you with the 10 pounds of foam, the 24/7 championship emblematic of the champion of the Wrestling Mayhem Show Fantasy
Can
Football.
we do like a shake thing? Or
You should do the secret handshake. Let's do the secret
oh,
handshake.
no. No.
What?
It's clap, 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 point, clap, clap.
All right, well, let's get out of here. There you go. Let's pause for a minute here.
Why am I?
Oh my God! No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! That's not how this works.
There she is. Oh, God, there he is. Katie Bright making her way to the ring as Tony Kincaid is applauding. Women's title. The winner ought to be able to get a shot at the champion. Watching this on IndyWrestling.network. So here she comes. Oh! Has her. Bulldog and a beauty. And, oh, wait, grabbing the foot. Oh, my goodness. She has one of his shoes. She just threw a shoe at him. Has her. Oh! He's grabbing the hit. Ref, turn around. Continuing these devastating blows. And, oh, back out. Oh, my goodness. These two back and forth. This has been a check. Right, and, oh, ropes. Missile drop kick. Looks up. Badger's fired up. Oh, God. Clothesline. Kincaid on the outside. Oh, 4. Rolls her up. 1, 2. She has the tights.
HL Supreme drawing the
I'm diagnosing right now. But anyways, excuse me, HL Supreme. Gage, though.
Thumbs
Gage about
down.
to go for a ride. 2, 3. Did he just help Gage win? Big.
Mule kick.
Reverse neck breaker. Up, rolls him up. 1, 2, 3. This crowd is getting behind. As him sidewalks house. Low end cutter. Lights out. Going for it. Oh! Up and flying body. And now, has a belly to belly. Takes him and just throws back up again. Oh, face. Oh, has him. Electric chips. Has him. Stomps him. Here we go. And big right. Oh, just wallops him.
Doc.
Oh. Spear! That anger. No one really cared when he was gone, and no one cares about him now. I say about this guy, just brutality and strength. Another one now. Satan survived. Clothesline is Everest. Up and spinebuster double A stop. Oh, wait, grab it. Oh, no. Goes for it again. And, oh, no.
Again.
Drop kick to the knee.
Pressing.
Of course, they've expanded. But right now, no. And now it's on the outside on the apron. And oh, my goodness.
Evan Devine. I don't want to get involved in that.
Oh, Sultan. Wait.
Big headbutt.
My God. And now, big clothesline.
It's just not working.
Oh, has him. Uranagi. You know Freak's not afraid to get involved in. Take out from behind. Freak knocks him out with the goggles. Freak's coughing. Here comes Gory.
Gory has that hook, that mean hook.
Preston Evers victorious thanks to those goggles.
Coming back.
Brandon
Guys,
St. Podcast
Wrestling AM show. And we're learning so much about each other. Brandon St.
Podcast.
I mean, I'm learning names.
BrandonSaint.com.
I'm still not sure
Brandon
what your
Saint.
last name is, sir,
That's
but
fine.
I'm guessing it's not.
He's
Never mind.
He's our version of like Johnny Morris. John
There
Morris.
you go. There
My,
you go.
my favorite is
Oh, Brandon St.
every
Mayhem.
Brandon St. House Show is my favorite.
Brandon
I
St.
did
House
say that
Show.
once. I did say that.
Brandon
once.
St. What's it? Brandon St. Patrick was the one on the
James
sheet?
St.
James
James
St.
St.
Patrick.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Well, you literally saw the high school where that gentleman was grown up in. So
Wait.
yeah, I think
That's where
I'm
Beastman-
pretty sure
yeah,
Beastman
yeah.
went to the high school there.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Are we breaking kayfabe here?
Beastman went to
he's
high
Zowie.
school. He went to Bedrock High School, Sorg. Everybody knows that.
Yes, and his car runs on his feet. I got you. Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's it.
Yabba Dabba Husk.
Let's go.
Clip
Holy
that.
Shit. Yeah.
Um,
Amen.
Fuck. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh, it is time for Mayhem Mania. Oh, let's get some music out there. There you go.
Oh, that takedown is coming. Oh, I have to use the pizza box, Missy. Thank you very much.
All right, here we are. Oh, what is it?
Haggard
Oh,
for life.
no.
No.
That
We'll do it like
whiteboard.
an indie show. We'll do it like an indie show. You ready?
It's tradition.
Yay!
Boo!
Yay!
By the way, the yay boos are the top of a pizza box provided by Slice on Broadway or a whiteboard provided by Wife of the Show. So those are the
It is
choices.
No, it
Shouts
is
out Missy.
tradition.
It is tradition. It is tradition.
It's
Tradition
not-
that Matt uses the board, uses the pizza box.
By the way, we have sorry, I do have a chat that I do need to mention real quick. Gianni Michael Enrico says Repo Man Rumble winner.
All right.
There you go. There you go. Sorry,
That's a-
let's get that out of the way
that's a good
before I forget
man of
about it.
Yeah.
Man of taste.
I was expecting much worse coming.
Yeah.
from
Same.
There you
That's
go.
repo, man.
Matt Carlins.
It is time, Sorg.
Is it?
I'm back.
You are.
After a year
Mustache and all.
in the wilderness.
You got the
I'm
glasses
back
on. This is serious.
with a mustache.
Yes.
And it is time to play the internet's favorite fantasy booking game,
Uh-huh.
Mayhem Mania. Everybody loves it. It makes us a ton of money. It makes you a ton of money. It makes me nothing.
I mean, it takes me. Not a ton, but
We're gonna make so much money this year.
It pays the hosting bill.
Okay.
How many copies?
Gotta find a way to make
Let's
money
pay
off
the
this.
hosting
So
bill.
good.
Yay! This is Mayhem Mania. It is the internet's favorite fantasy booking game. It is kind of a competitive thought experiment. I will explain it to our newcomers as I would a child.
Yeah, concussions,
he does-
hockey, it's a thing.
He
yeah.
does this to everybody, so it's not. Yes, this is a non-exclusive.
He does
The
this to us, and we've done it for.
Yeah,
like
he does
10
us, and
years
we've been
now.
doing it for 10 years.
Th-
So
this is-
you know.
I have to warn you. I took last year off, and now I have forgotten my shtick. So-
Wow.
Pull up the page. from
no.
last year.
I can't do that. That's cheating.
All right, do it. Okay.
The object is that we are going to create the best possible WrestleMania card within the boundaries of our current reality. That means you have to basically play by the rules that WWE is playing with right now. So anybody who's hurt is hurt. Anybody who's in another company is in another company. But anybody who is available to WWE right now, even who may be tangentially in their orbit, is available for you to use. So you can use your imagination a little bit. You're basically Vince McMahon with unlimited
Yeah,
resources
you have to
and
change it.
zero self-control.
You have to change it.
so
for this year.
basically,
Reality.
Vince McMahon.
Basically, Vince McMahon.
Do we need to alter this?
Wait,
Do we need to alter this?
we need to
thing?
alter this. We
Yeah.
this
to the
needs to be
person who's
changed.
now in charge of WWE.
Yeah, which
You
is
are
The Rock.
basically The Rock with unlimited resources and zero self-control.
Do I get
So-
a fanny pack?
So
Yeah, and
basically,
the chain.
so basically, The Rock when he's drank too much Zoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so it's like one-on-one
Or that
match,
tequila that he owns.
tag team match,
Okay.
three-way, four-way. I mean, don't go rolling up with like a 24-man tag. We gotta save some toys for the rest of the people. But basically, in this round, all we're gonna do is create 8 matches, and then as the weeks go on, other people will come onto the show, and they will have a chance to make changes to our 8-match card. And if your match that you create survives 3 rounds without being altered in any way, it gets locked in to our like permanent super card, and then you, if you choose to come back on this show, can come back on this show, and you get to like get some prizes, like prizes. You get to like I don't know. We'll think of some
non-physical,
little
non-denominational prizes.
Can we shave his mustache as a prize?
Okay, now I gotta make. Let's make the point very clear. I make the rules, so I also decide the prizes.
Okay.
But
okay, mustache.
I mean, the wife might be sick of it by then.
Just doing her a favor.
I mean, we have to make sure if you're gonna shave off the mustache, you got to shave it all the way off. You can't have anything hanging around. So,
No.
if you're watching at home, you make sure that you ordered your slice on Broadway so you could play the Mayhem Mania home game, which is a pizza
put the graphic
box.
up right here. Just- there's the
Tonight's
graphic.
players
Good.
will be
Thanks, Riz.
our friend Brandon, not that Brandon, the other Brandon, the one who's always in the chat. Our
Brandon
good friend,
from Kansas City.
Brandon from Kansas City.
Hell
And then we'll have Brandon Saint something, and then we'll have Casey Warr, and then we'll have the Riz, and then we'll have Tina, and then we'll have DP, and then we will have a match from the anonymous Mayhem Mania general manager.
It's Bradley. I
So,
don't know.
so we're going to
He's
start off, and this is always nice to have
Buckets
someone
Bradley.
who's experienced. Brandon from Casey has done this many times before. He's a little shy, so he just kind of DM'd his match into me, but he is going to do a 3-way match, and he is asking for AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor.
Ooh.
That
Finn's
fucks.
farewell match.
I
apparently.
feel like we have that match, like some semblance of that match, at least once a Mayhem,
Probably.
once a Mayhem Mania.
I mean, yeah, some of these things, sometimes we've been known to predict the future here in this thing. So, Brandon saying something. You've had basically a minute and a half to think about this.
Yeah.
So, you want to hatch one up here, or you want to?
Yeah, I got one.
Would you like to pass? Okay, here we
No,
go.
I'm ready. I want to see Kevin Owens versus Gunther.
Okay.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
That
go.
would fuck.
Yeah.
Screwed up the match.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay.
Yeah, that one. I mean, honestly, Brendan from KC's match kind of screwed me up a little bit. I went with my number 2.
Yeah, I mean that's been known to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all.
I
This
bet.
is a game of hurt feelings
Yeah.
sometimes, which is why it's nice when your match graduates because you get to come back and sometimes
You're
we let you
vindicated.
punish another player.
Sure.
So if someone wrongs you, you can come back and I can be like, well, hey, this time you get to force a wrestler who has only appeared on NXT Level Up onto somebody, and make them book a match with that, whoever.
And then good luck figuring out who's on level up.
Yeah. And I decide who's
Hey,
eligible. Anyway.
Odyssey Jones would be good on that show.
Shout out Joe Gacy.
Yeah. All right, Casey Warr. You've had 2.5 minutes to think about this. You got a match you'd like to see?
Yeah, I think I'd like to base it off current storylines with the odd couple of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns.
Ooh.
Was that Cody and Punk?
Sorg's
Uh-huh.
fucked.
Sorry, Sorg. I took like the top 3 players. Sorry, buddy.
No, I'm just thinking about how all my alternatives don't work for the company anymore.
Yeah.
Since last year, so there's no Elias.
I literally, dude,
there's
I literally just looked at the WWE.
Yeah, seriously, who are
roster.
you going to book this year,
Mhm.
Sorg?
yeah,
No Elias.
Yeah, no Elias.
Oh, yeah.
Where's my
Tough one.
hometown? Oh, I got some alternatives.
All right.
alternatives.
All right, let's go. Let's go out to the Riz, live on
Yes.
location. Riz, are you there?
So I am here.
Yeah.
Um,
What do you got? What you got cooking? Has anyone
So-
used your? Has anyone spoiled your idea yet?
no.
Oh, good.
So I am actually going with one of the. I'm going with the internet fans here today. So I'm going to have the Homo sapiens with Omos go 1-on-1 with the Oba feminists in Oba Femi.
Okay.
What?
You don't know that
wait.
thing?
That's actually what they call them, the Oba feminists.
Yeah. I don't know how it started, but it's there now, and it's
Well,
a thing.
That's in the world. Okay, there you go.
Thanks, Riz.
We don't do anything special for the
The
graphics
fourth line
though,
is
do
in
we?
shock.
Call it that. Yeah.
All right, Tina.
Tina from Seattle. You're
Tina
on the
from
line.
Seattle. Where it's breakfast time. Tina.
Yes.
Can we put a hat on somebody, like on a wrestler? Just putting it out there.
I thought you were gonna say on Tina. I'm like,
Yeah, put somebody in a
no.
suit.
Yeah, put a hat on her.
I just remember we had like hats and vests and suits and.
no,
that's
it's been
right.
a long time since Chris Jericho in a suit. Okay, so
What about Men's Warehouse?
Tina,
Yes,
would you like to make a match?
I will make a match,
Very
even though
good.
my feelings are slightly hurt.
Who hurt you?
Oh,
who hurt you?
I believe it was Brandon and Casey.
Oh shit! damn.
sweet.
We
Double
fucked-
up. That's how we do things.
we
I mean,
fucked
as a
up.
tag team, you know, we will
Oh,
double
alright.
hurt your feelings.
Actually,
Yeah.
but that's okay. Like I said, that's okay. Fuck it. Might as well do this match anyways. Jade Cargill
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
against the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Love
yeah.
it.
Shut up and take my money.
Mm-hmm. Man.
To
That'll
me-
play.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jade Cargill up clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, she had that treatment in AEW.
That's what I'm saying. Someone needs to take Ray
dethrone her.
out.
If there's anyone to dethrone Ray,
I'd
it
love
would-
to
would
see
be
it.
Jade.
Oh,
I
it'd
mean,
be so sick.
she has that power.
Be so sick.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
All
the-
right. Thank you, Tina. DP, are you out there?
I am, and let me get a hat on here.
He's got a hat.
Oh! There's
we
the
do
hat
have a
call
hat.
out.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's sick.
Very nice. Very pink.
And oh, you're
Oh,
welcome.
you
First
said
of all,
paper.
point,
Notes.
point,
Point.
point, point.
DP, did
Horny
anybody
season.
ruin your first option yet?
No,
Good.
no, which I'm kind of shocked to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to the battle of the reality TV stars. The original reality couple, Maurice and Miz,
All right.
versus the newest reality show couple with Bianca and Montez.
All right. That's pretty
Ooh.
good. All
That's
right.
fun.
Okay.
That's fun.
I could see them doing that.
Okay.
I
All
dig
right.
That's like a real.
Especially after that ad that came out, I think it was yesterday, where Bianca said she was concerned about delivering a child, and someone said, "You carried Otis on your back."
Okay.
True story.
Is it? Okay.
All right. All right. Now we're gonna see if the. Wait, I'm gonna check my phone and see if the anonymous Mayhem Mania general
This
manager
is where I have a
gonna
terrible
phone
AOL Instant Messenger
Yeah, can you
signal
hit
or
the
something
dial-up
like that.
sound effect
You know,
for
it might be
me?
able
Deep
to.
Booker is dialing in.
Sorry, our sound effect guy's on the other podcast. So, yes.
All right, the anonymous Mayhem Mania general manager, and yes, I will allow this anonymous general manager. They want to see Asuka
Okay.
versus Kazuchika Okada.
Well, his contract is not up until the end of January, right?
But we're talking
When's
about
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania, not Royal Rumble, baby.
Damn it.
That's good shit.
That's-
That's
Yeah, we also estimate will they be healed from injury by then? So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
always a fun one too.
Damn.
Will they be healed by injury? Now what happens if Okada signs with somebody else? Well, I guess we'll just throw him out.
At least
And
they're
then, and then
anonymous.
and then you know, yeah, and then you will live with your shame, anonymous Mayhem Mania general manager. See you Wednesday night.
Zero
all right.
risk booking there.
Let's recap real quick. Brandon from Kansas City has. Okay, forget it. Brandon from Kansas City has AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. Brandon here on the couch has Kevin Owens versus Gunther. Casey Warr has Cody Rhodes and CM Punk versus Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns. The Riz has Omos versus Oba Femi. Tina has Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. DP has The Miz and Maurice versus Bianca Belair and Montez Ford. And our anonymous general manager has Asuka versus Kazuchika Okada. Right? Good job. This is a fantastic
I thought
start.
we were doing 8.
We are doing 8. How many are on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh.
Sword pick.
Sword pick.
Sword.
Time for a sword pick. We
All
do
right.
need an 8th. Good job,
Sword.
Sorgi.
All right. I've been thinking a lot about this, and you guys took most of my first picks. So,
Hurt feelings.
you know.
I'm sorry, you were gonna pick Oba Fetty sword.
Yes. You know,
but-
I like friends
He's a
of the
big
show
Oba feminist.
in my picks. So, somebody that we've known by many names, Joaquin Wild,
Okay.
former DDZ, former Zia Ion, former Shima Zion, former Baby Batista. So he had a pretty good showing a few weeks ago, right?
Great
got
showing.
kind of viral. And then let's go with that name that came up along with that viral video. Let's have him and Ricochet.
Okay.
All right.
One-on-one?
No, I'm not done yet.
You're going to team them up?
I'm not done yet. No,
Okay.
no. Because
I'm not writing anything down until you're
want
done.
a triple threat.
Okay.
And the third one, I like this look. Johnny Bananas.
Okay.
Johnny Gargano.
Okay. All right. Joaquin Wild versus Rick O'Shea.
Yes.
Versus
The Irish Rick O'Shea.
Irish aerial list Rick O'Shea. Okay.
This
Gotcha
is where
right
this is where we pull out all the old Mayhem show
This
bits.
is all. Hey, it might have been 7 years ago, so we might be okay to use it again. Okay. Real quick. Sorg, do we have an email where people can send emails to the Wrestling Mayhem Show?
Yes, that is at
Good times.
Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Yes.
All right. Fourth line. We didn't do it tonight because I have something special planned. Sometimes we designate certain individuals as ineligible to be used in Mayhem Mania. Sometimes some of our players choose to lock them away in a place we lovingly refer to as Space Jail. And so to determine who's going to get locked up in Space Jail, sometimes we do it during the first round, but you know what? We're going to do something special here because it is the Royal Rumble is coming up this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what you do, you crazy cats out there. You get on that email. You send it to goodtimes@WrestlingMayhemShow.com. I want the men's winner. I want the women's winner. I want the men's Iron Man, right? I want the women's Iron Man. So whoever goes the longest, send us 4 names. Or repeat the name if you think it's going to be the same person who wins as the same person who goes the longest. But I will give you a ticket to Space Jail for every correct prediction you make in your email. Get those in before 8 o'clock Eastern time Saturday night. And then I'll make Sorg forward the emails to me, and then we'll go through and see who wins. All right, game time. And make sure you stay tuned wherever you're watching this, because it's back, Sorg. Everyone's favorite. The hottest damn show under God's hot sun. Talking Mayhem Mania. And that is coming up later.
And just to sweeten the pot here, Talking Mayhem Mania will be exclusive to Patreon supporters as soon as we can get it up, and it will be released on, I believe, Thursdays. We were doing it before, right? So look out for that. It'll be in the podcast feed Thursday for everybody else, and the YouTube and everything like that. But Patreon will get it more or less alongside the show, probably. So that's where we take about 10 minutes and kind of break down the possibilities of Mayhem Mania, Pizza Box and all. I think
and
one
next
of those,
week will technically be round 1.
Yes.
And we'll have 5 players, and they will start making
This is the
changes to our cards. So if you hate any of these matches, now is the time to gripe about it and tell us that we have wasted Roman Reigns in a tag team match.
And then you have to fight the fourth line over it.
And we do not officially. We have no guests lined up except for one guest in March right now. So if there's anybody
So
out
I'm
there
coming back.
listening, that
Bring him back!
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
Nick's wild out here.
Toddy says that I thought the pizza box said Naked Balor.
Naked Valley.
If you believe hard enough.
And well, we'll talk about some
If
of
you
those contents
squint
in there.
through the pixelation of the bad stream, you can-
Guys, tonight's Mayhem Mania scoreboard was presented by Slice on Broadway, New York City style. Yins are made and great cardboard boxes. 5, 6. I don't know how many locations here in the Pittsburgh area. Thank you so much for Slice on Broadway providing the perfect pepperoni pizza for podcasts. Oh fuck. Take 2. Thank you, Slice on Broadway, for providing the perfect pepperoni pizza for Pittsburgh podcasts.
Damn it. Hot diggity.
Check them out, sliceonbroadway.com, and support them for supporting this show. Guys, final segment before we head out of here for the other post stuff we have to record. But what did you learn from wrestling this week? Our Patreon people in the video board thing over here. You guys too. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay.
I learned that Cody Rhodes is more CM Punk than CM Punk is himself. Shout out YouTube.
There you go. Brandon, what about you?
I learned that I still love watching old CZW matches. Because I just got my subscription to IWTV back.
Okay.
And that's what I've been doing this week.
They got a lot of classic on there.
Oh, they got like all of CCW's old shows. So that's what I've been doing this like earlier today I watched what the hell did I watch? I don't know. Moxley versus John Dahmer. And it was it was one of like Mox's first matches in CCW. It was really fun to watch.
Nice. Good stuff. Matt Carlins, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that if it's been at least 7 years, you can just steal shit that other people have done, and you can just do it again. So.
That's an old lesson, though.
Yeah. I learned that the mustache is back.
Oh, you bringing it back?
Oh, it came back. I'm just following the trends, Sorg. I didn't bring it
you're
back.
A follower. Anonymous GM says, I learned that I cannot wait for the Stranger Things Upside Down Battle Royal next year.
Netflix has joined the Royal Rumble.
There you go.
you go.
Yeah. No, that would be fantastic, considering what we did with zombies not too long ago.
Sick.
I keep pulling up. Listen, Denise Salcedo.
Salcedo?
Salcedo.
Okay.
I don't know. She did it. She did a spot at Warrior one time, but I keep flipping into her video. It's like the next one after ours or something. So, I don't know. Riz, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that that we never got a one-on-one match with Kurt Angle and Daniel Bryan when they were together.
Yes.
We just got like a 40,
Yes.
and I think it's 46 seconds in the Greatest Royal Rumble, where they were just going at it in the middle of the ring. And just seeing those two go back and forth, I wanted to see more.
Hell yeah. I've been on a fucking Daniel Bryan kick forever since I've started wrestling. But going back into like Ring of Honor, like watching today him versus Kenta from like 2006 in New York. Dream fucking match. Just like watching it over and over again, and just I didn't want it to end.
Are you a
It's fucking
fan
sick.
of Pirate Bryan Danielson shaming Eddie Kingston, et cetera now?
You know
The
what?
situation.
I love
This
Eddie
version?
Kingston. My first live wrestling show, getting to meet him was really fucking cool. But just going back to all those old stories from like the Chikara days and Ring of Honor, calling him a bum and just playing on his insecurities, like it's smart. You get in his head that way, and he's definitely the type of personality to react to it. But I mean, it's great fucking TV. It's great wrestling.
I love
At the end of the
somebody
day.
pointed out the thing about how like Moxley has like accepted him, but nobody else in the Bullet Club will, or not the Bullet Club, the BCC will. Like there's this interesting dynamic going on there right now. So
I mean, imagine like from Danielson and Claudio's position, they're super bitter from those last couple round matches, and fucking Eddie going on to beat Moxley for it. Moxley's obviously over with the fact that he got beat clean by Eddie, and that's his boy. But the rest of the guys can be salty about it. I get it.
Yep. It's wild. Tina, what'd you learn?
I learned that wrestling is doing pretty good right now. I mean, the WWE deal with Netflix, AEW is doing pretty good. They're about to sell Wembley again. New Japan, they're about to sell. They actually just sold out their Chicago show here in April. So like, there's something for everybody.
Adding seats, I think they announced today for that show.
I believe for like $20 or something like that.
Biggest show since the Madison Square Garden show, I think they said. So
They, the Wintrust Arena is always the Chicago one that AEW runs too as well.
Is that the former Rosemont?
No, the Wintrust Arena.
Okay.
The former Sears Center.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So I don't know. There's like 3 different freaking arenas up there. I always get confused. What?
Funny parallel since the last time I was on this show that I was reminded of when you said when I was walking out to go to the bathroom when you said the Stranger Things Battle Royal. We talked about because it was right when like UFC and WWE merged under whatever that company is called. TKO. And that was when I was on the podcast the first time, and we had joked about Disney buying WWE and the ridiculous. Because I was like, oh, the crossovers would be fucked up, and Mad Mike was like, no, they would be awesome. And the possibility of the Netflix crossovers is blowing my mind at the moment.
Yeah, I can't wait for House of Cards, Money in the Bank.
God damn it.
Awesome. Thank you, Tina. Potter, what do you got?
Well, I learned that Nyla Rose has really bad aim at the recent Ring of Honor. At the Ring of Honor tapings. It was her versus Erica Lee. And Nyla just had such issues throwing Erica back in the ring. And the fact that she had the crowd chanting one more time as she was trying it one more time, missed, and she just went, oops.
So, I think that's everybody from. Nobody else is hiding out there in the Zoom, right? Matt, you'll appreciate this. I'm trying to. You know, every year I try to watch more New Japan after Wrestle Kingdom, and I usually fall off by G1, right? So I'm trying to endeavor to continue. And I did watch the show from Saturday. I'm going to watch the show from this morning tonight, which is free, by the way, I think, for everybody to watch the one from tonight, or this morning. Nice. You're familiar with the KOPW Championship, right?
I am.
Yes. And what is the KOPW Championship again?
Would you like a joke or would you like an honest answer?
Yes.
It is the.
I think it's the one and the same.
It is the title that lets them come up with wacky stipulations that no one had really thought of before.
Have you seen the match from Saturday or heard about what they did?
Did they do the aerobic workout one?
It was called a oh my gosh, it was the I'm trying to find the
it was like the Ring Fit Challenge.
The Ring Fit
with
match.
Taiji Ishimori.
Yes, the Bone Soldier, I believe, and Great Okan, who is also fun.
Speaking of guys we want to see fight super hentai.
Seriously.
Playing Switch Ring Fit.
Yeah.
Holy
man,
shit.
could you imagine that?
So
That's wild.
They wrestle for 3 minutes, and they're clocks. And then for 30 seconds, they have to do basically a hit workout.
Yeah.
Okay. And like it was like do 10 push-ups, do 10 burpees, do 15 of these things kind of thing. And it's Great Okan, like, and it's one of those, like, and it's 10 minutes, and it's like the person, the statement was the person holding the belt at the end is the winner. And you think, like, okay, they'll put the pins and whoever had the last one thing, right? Like, they did this world title, like, years ago. So they go through this. Great Okan, Ishimori is, like, blasting through and has 10 seconds to rest, like, every time they do this. And Great Okan is just, like, looking like me when I'm trying to do my Apple Fit, okay? Just trying to get it in. They even restarted the timer at one point because he didn't do all the reps for the second segment. Then they had a minute left. And they did something, and he fell. Ishimori brought the belt into the ring. Okan fell with his hand on the belt, and therefore won the championship.
What a technicality.
Because all they said was the person holding the belt at the end of the 10 minutes has the belt, and he was literally holding the belt at the end of the 10 minutes.
Right place.
Was
at the
this
right
on
time.
New Japan, like on New Japan Strong, or was it like?
No, it was on New Beginning from Saturday.
Okay.
So it was
Holy
on an
shit.
actual
Cool.
full-fledged. The main event
Sick.
was God guy that just Tama Tonga and Evil for the strong. They're the never open weight, which also blew up and turned into a lumberjack match.
That's because it was a House of Torture match.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Is that
Gotta
what?
watch out for that Dick Togo, man.
Dick fucking Togo, and I love just dude just rolling out with a just sauntering out with a kendo stick. Just so
It's a good look.
I mean, it is, my God, between this and they're doing the cage match, which always they state the first cage match in New Japan in front of fans, which is an interesting stipulation that they always put out there. So it's been a lot of fun, and I love that they were putting over the Shingo Moxley match on AEW this week from Battle in the Valley, because that was a really good match.
So good.
Really fun match. New Japan's on all cylinders right now, and it's fantastic. And I don't say that because Missy goes and does production for them, and they gave her a jacket. So
Battle in the Valley was so sick.
it was such a good show.
I can't wait for Windy City Ride.
It is
like,
debatable to see did you see any of the TNA show that night?
Yeah.
I don't know what was the better show.
It's too much wrestling to watch on the same night.
And I
breaking it up,
tried.
but it's a great time to be a wrestling fan, and with all the promotions being so hot the way that they are and interesting, it's an even better time to be a wrestler too.
And speaking of too much wrestling, you guys will be wrestling Thursday and Friday, Thursday night fights, and the Gannon Jones Jr. All-Star Weekend. Of course, defending that nice piece of hardware you got behind you. Look at that. Look at that. You can check those out in person, of course, and you can also see them streaming live. That's the exclamation point on that. IndyWrestling.us live streaming. I will be in Cleveland this Saturday. If anybody is attending the NWA Exodus Pro event, we will be doing a live tape recording there, but we'll be hiding in the back mostly. The Sorgs will be hiding, but we will be there doing production, and we'll be around. So, and Sunday, I don't know. Do we talk about Sunday? Is Sunday a secret? I'm not entirely sure right now. Something is happening Sunday. And
we'll be there,
and you'll know about it eventually, I guess. So, so we'll keep an ear out for that as well. So 4 days of production, of wrestling production. I'm very excited about that. So, ask me how excited I am about that Sunday night. So, anyways, thank you. The fourth line, KC Warr, Brandon St. James. There you go. You can follow them on all the social medias. Well, some of the social medias. Select social medias. Exclusively select social medias. You can look them up out there and see some clips. So, but thank you guys so much for joining us. Again, stay tuned for Talking Mayhem Mania and the Patreon exclusive After Talk that we'll be recording here after the show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Mayhemers, Patreoners, and everybody in between. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.
I'm just gonna leave it like this.
Oh.
And then it was like we had like 4 or 6 matches of just like regular wrestling, and then it was just like fuckery for the rest of the night, and it took forever.
Yeah, I bet.
And we're like, what the fuck did we get
Everyone's
into?
getting their shit in. Bunch of idiot deathmatch
I
wrestlers.
just have an amazing love-hate relationship with doing Circle 6 shows.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
it's
you
just
did
like
that fucking Mania show last
I did the
one
Mania
where they were
show.
just smoking weed in the middle of the
I
ring.
did, yeah, I did that.
Yeah, you
Secondhand
did.
smoked all that. Had to rush over and do the FTR podcast, and I had not eaten and was like fucking had the
Remember you telling
munchies.
me that?
I was fucking dying. This should be the Patreon